Okay, so obviously we're taking Grunt because it is his loyalty mission. So he's got concussive shot. I mean, yes, we can put additional stuff into incendiary ammo. Technically, we could go all the way up to rank 4 on incendiary ammo and just not go squad ammo for him. But that's still investing a whole lot of points for very small gain relative to what we provide with the squad incendiary ammo that we already have on Shepard. So I think we are probably still going to keep him with the same abilities that we currently have him on. So he is super tanky, because we did just complete several of the Krogan Vitality upgrades on our research terminal, so he certainly can provide the defenses. I think, for our second pick here, I think we probably go with Morden for, well, the Incineration Blast, mostly, giving us some good crowd control. And, I mean, we don't really know what we're going to be going up against here. It sounds like there's some potential enemies that we're going to fight that it seemed like, could be any of a number of things. Nobody really knows. Was it Unvank who was saying, well, to know that the enemies will show up at all? Will they know when they smell his blood that they should be fighting, or are they just gonna, run away, and then the Rite is going to be a joke, and then we're gonna have accepted him into the clan even though he didn't have to prove himself at all? But I think we take Morden here. So, as we were saying, Shepard is looking good. Grunt, despite having 11 squad points unspent at the moment, is looking good. And then we also did use Morden very recently as well. We did just unlock rank 1 of Neural Shock after having completed his loyalty mission. So it just automatically gives us rank 1 here. So it delivers a shock to the opponent's nerves, briefly incapacitating one organic enemy at a time. So it only works against organics. It does stun them for 5 seconds, so that is a long time. That is helpful when we're going against organic enemies. If we're going against synthetic enemies, then it does quite literally nothing. So that is one reason why I'm not the biggest fan of it. The other reason is because we already have Cryoblast, which is very similar in nature. So this just knocks someone down, incapacitates them for 5 seconds, whereas Cryoblast, currently rank 2, has a 4-second freeze duration, so slightly shorter. But if we look at recharge times, let's see, Cryoblast is 9 seconds versus Neural Shock is also 9 seconds. I think the real difference is that Cryoblast has this radius. I mean, at the moment it's a measly 1.2 meters, which is probably just gonna hit one enemy, maybe two, but it means that, in theory, it may be capable of doing a little bit more for us than Neural Shock. And then, but as I was saying, the Incineration Blast, that's the big thing. Big fire everywhere. So, I think we're good to go here. In terms of weapons, so I think for us, let's see, the real question is heavy weapon. Because I think we already have the best weapons from the other categories on here. The Matic has been very good in the relatively brief time that we've had it, so big fan of that. I think we do probably stick with it. In terms of, yeah, obviously we're sticking with the Plasma Shotgun, Locust, Carnifex. That's all best in slot for us there. I think we probably do stick with the Avalanche. I think we do. Yeah. You could make the case. You could make the case for the Kane here. Avalanche, of course, being crowd control to freeze a whole bunch of people. Kane being just pure upfront single target damage, or technically not single target, but damage. There are some times when the Kane is a great get out of jail, almost free card, but I do feel kind of guilty whenever I use it, so I think we're not going to go that route here. Let's stick with the Avalanche instead. And then let's just double check. I think in this case we are gonna want to go with where are you? Not the Vindicator, the Matic, because Vindicator, I believe if I remember correctly, does the same amount of, or doesn't have any specific damage multipliers against any specific type of defenses. It's basically equally effective against armor, barriers, shields, And so it's not specialized at all, whereas the Matic, I believe, does deal more damage to armor than it does those other types of defenses, and I think we want to go that route here. So we are, based on that, and based on how we are taking Morden, who is our armor specialist, or armor damage specialist, you can probably guess what we're going to see primarily here. So then, the shotgun is interesting. The Claymore is very good for close range, yes. Although, on this occasion, I do wonder if perhaps something that has a little more... we'll stick with the Claymore. It is pretty limited range-wise, I believe, but I think we'll just try to make a point of switching Grunt over to his assault rifle whenever we are facing enemies at a greater distance. So, okay. That, and then Morden is... Let's see, Tempest versus Carnifex. I think we go back to the Locust there. Okay. Then let's stick with this. And here we go. That is a pretty cool looking vehicle there.
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The Keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan. If you wish to join Clan Urdnot, you must contemplate the Keystone and its trials. What will happen? Who knows? You must adapt.
Who knows?
You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will.
Alright. So, well, there is the Keystone, right here.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
But, before we hit that Keystone, let's look around here, get a little bit of a sense of the lay of the land, because it is quite open around here. We got all the wind and what have you. We've got, Urdnot Corpse. It has some credits on it, so, I mean, there is that.
Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
I mean, yes, but one moment, please. We've got more credits that we would like to acquire, and, afraid there are more Urdnot corpses. So, there is more to be looted in that case.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
Yes, I know, Grunt, but you see, the thing is, there's also some refined platinum. Power cells as well, and some metagel. We might want to keep those. We might want to keep those available to us.
Get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
Yes, Grunt, I know. I've not forgotten. But as it turns out, the thing is that there are, okay, notably, can we even hop down this? We cannot. Oh, I would have thought we'd be able to hop down this ledge. Okay. There is a staircase over here. We got this said Krogan, right?
Let's get started, Shepard.
Yes.
Hit the Keystone.
I will. Med gel, power cells, yes. So we've got this lower level. Seems like just a big, relatively empty area.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
Power cells up there. Lots of ammo cartridges, okay. And another Urdnot corpse.
Hit the Keystone.
Alright. There's that. Then, let's see, is that everything we're looking for here? I mean, there's obviously those. I think we're gonna try to save all those metagels and try to save all of the power cells as well, to the extent possible. In case we need those later on. I think there is. Yes, there's a little bit more here though. We've got turbine parts that we can bypass. How are we bypassing turbine parts? Okay, that seems a little strange that bypassing a turbine. Turbine is mostly just hardware. There we go. we got this one for some credits, and then if we check
Let's get started, Shepard.
this
Hit the
side,
Keystone.
yeah, we'll get some more here as well. Let's do this before we get this stuff started up in full. Hold on. There. There. There.
Get started, Shepard. Hit
I love
the
how he's
Keystone.
still telling us to get started. Grunt's like, Shepard, stop hacking this thing. Stop getting the monies. We got more important things to attend to here. And yes, you are not wrong, Grunt. Now I believe we are ready to activate this here Keystone.
Let's get started, Shepard.
First the Krogan conquered Tuchanka and mastered a natural world only we are fit to hold.
Okay. What's that mean? Let's... Yeah, we'll stick with this setup at the moment. Hello?
They come. I'm ready.
Okay, now we're seeing some enemies here.
Just the thing to help.
It's like, oh, okay, it's a whole bunch of Varen. Or at least one Varen. And their thing is they are very quick. And usually quite numerous. Oh. So, we are not careful, they will successfully rush us down. And that is one of the reasons why we brought Morden. Because with his... Oh, that was the wrong ability. With his Incineration Blast, we can take out a bunch of them simultaneously, but you know, that works too. Slow this guy down so he doesn't actually hit us.
Beasts will know I'm worthy.
Okay, was that last of the Varen? Or are there more? Oh, okay, Morden's going back to work. Does seem like there's more. Yeah, there's definitely more. Okay. That was just the start, it seems. They are
Making contact.
doing a good job of flanking us. Coming from any and all sides. This one is close, but it must be on the other side of this. Don't currently see it. There it is. And we have... Is it this one that's showing up that is it's right on top of Grunt? Yeah. Okay, so let's claim you. Yep, another one coming up here. And, oh, yes, one that is directly on top of us. That's not good. In fact, two that are directly on top of us. This one's dead. Okay, this is actually not a terrible time to be, punching people for melee kills. Obviously, the Varen are, not bad at dealing damage from close range as well. Dead? I think it is. This one is not, though. So, you know, it's a little dangerous. But there is an achievement for getting melee kills. And so this is not a bad time to do it for that reason. But are we done with the Varen? No. Okay, here they come.
Ready.
One down.
Okay, that was maybe a little bit overkill on the incineration, but... Oh, here. I would like to see this. Yeah, so also, we might have mentioned this before, but Grunt is very good when it comes to melee.
Difficult.
That guy, before he drops down, he might have technically been able to do it.
Consideration tech.
So yeah, this is, in many ways, one of Grunt's strengths, even when he's surrounded like this. Okay, like, we maybe should not be this aggressive with it, though. Not when there are this many Varen directly on top of us. This is where we go Incineration Blast and hit them all. You know, maybe we soften them up a little bit first. Shoot them once or twice, then we punch it. Alright, so now we need to activate the Keystone again. I believe that means that we are now done with the waves of Varen, so at least before we do that, let's load back up here.
For another round, Shepard. Attack the Keystone.
Make sure that we got all the ammo we need. We did deliberately save our power cells, and we deliberately saved also our metagels in case we found a need for those. So we can go that route if we think that is necessary. But I think save just in case.
Keystone.
Not sure if it auto-saves.
Trigger it again for the next part of the Rite.
Yes, we do.
Were lifted to the stars
Yes, we do.
to destroy the fears of a galaxy. An enemy only we could chase to their lair.
That's a pretty freaky sound.
Crawlers, come here.
Ooh, hello. Alright, so I know that looks freaky. Looks scary, but we can't actually hurt that. That is a harvester, is technically what that's called. But more importantly, it dropped clicks in, which we did see briefly during Morn's loyalty mission. And these guys. Oh, also I completely forgot to activate our heavy weapon ammo, or rather our incendiary ammo. It's not good. We should do that, like, ideally right now. So these guys shoot fire and also explode on death. But they are also resistant to fire, which is a little bit problematic. Because we do not want to be this close to them. Alright, so like, for example, right now when they have their armor down, they're just down to health, they either take 0 damage to Incineration Blast, or they take close to 0. So I think what we do here instead is we go Cryo Blast, slow them, so we can shoot them, take them out. I believe they will still explode when they unfreeze, yeah, like that. Okay, but when they have armor on, the incineration does still work. And we were momentarily caught in that fire. But I saw it coming, so I ran away. Okay, just making sure none of them are spawning directly behind us. I don't think they are, so that's good. So yes, the enemies are getting tougher, as you can probably tell. I'd like to try, when we have a brief moment of downtime, just putting on the ammo on other people's other weapons, even if they're not really the weapons of choice here.
Switching sidearms.
Let's see. Then we review. The crowd control is really going to be the answer here that we should be using. Like, if that pull was successful, that would have been nice. Alas, it was not. Okay, remember this guy's gonna explode when he's getting unfrozen. But for now, let us Incineration Blast the one that has armor. Oh, there's actually 2 of them right here, and then we'll read as well. They are very keen on going after us. Not very keen on going after our teammates, it seems. We did run out of ammo on the Carnifex. Did we? Or no, we just need to reload. We do have a Clixon coming from that side as well. We are going to get cornered if we aren't careful. Oh, no, this is the Matic. So we did switch. Okay. I was gonna say, that is definitely firing faster than the Carnifex was. This guy's getting uncomfortably close. Also, oh goodness, more are here. More are here. Oh, Grunt. Yeah, see, like, Grunt is tanky, yes, but that's not really a situation we want to be putting him in. Don't want him to be surrounded by enemies that are going to breathe fire on him. And Clixon are coming there as well, so this is where we could consider starting to break out the heavy weapons. Because, well, if we pull you, that may help. A little more crowd control. We also starting to run out of ammo. At least on our preferred weapons, so that's less than ideal. Let's freeze you. And now we should have more time to shoot you, and this might even be the last one here. Let's see, no, we have at least one more. Seems like it's up in the middle, and it is quite weak. Is that the last of them?
We need to trigger the Keystone to continue the Rite.
Okay, so we have finished the wave of Clixon, and for this one here, let's save, and you could make the case that we should just take the power cells and medkits now, and just get the monies from them if we are technically already full on this stuff. But you could also make the case that it may be important to save this stuff. Let's take it. We'll be greedy. Oh, we actually needed the metagel, so that works. The heavy weapon ammo we definitely needed. So let's take that. Okay, we did not need that medkit, but let's see. I think there were several medkits and several power cells strewn about. So if we are going to go that route, we are going to deliberately just take them all and go for the monies rather than the resources, then let's go all in on that strat. Thought there was, yeah, medkit over here as well.
The Keystone.
And power cells as well.
Trigger
Okay.
it again for the next part of the Rite.
Okay. So, I believe that is now everything. In which case,
Ready for
case,
another round, Shepard. Tag the Keystone.
let's save one more time real quick. Because, oh, and now, actually, in between waves, now is the best time to make sure that we have our ammo effect on, for everyone, on all weapons.
To trigger the Keystone to continue the Rite.
See, this has it. This has it. And so does that. Okay. So we're doing well there. Alright, let's do it.
All Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Yes. Feel that?
Yeah, you might have seen the name there for a second. You might have seen the name. You might have recognized it. Question mark, question mark, question mark. As something that we encountered in Mass Effect 1 on several occasions, but this time in Mass Effect 2, it's a little bit different. What am I talking about? I'm talking about none other
Just looking to help.
than a Thresher Maw. And a humongous Thresher Maw at that. So, as you can now see in the bottom right corner, our objective here is simple. Very simple. Survive for 5 minutes. But, you know, it might get a little complicated when we've got this thing shooting at us. So, we can attack the Thresher Maw. We can potentially destroy it. But, of course, it will fight back.
Or inflammable. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
And the key thing is that, sure, primary objective is just survive, but if we can destroy it, that would be pretty sweet. Okay, now I did just get rid of all of our shields, so that's a little concerning. See, and it's moving around the arena here, and I think what we want to do is we just want to use this area right here, this spot, try to protect ourselves. Ooh, we did not get much damage in on it that time around. So it's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie with us a bit here. It's back on this side. And we're just gonna use this as our cover right here. Ooh, that was weird. I did not expect it to shoot at us from this angle. Oh, that... Okay, that time it took out half of our shields. Let me hit you with an Incinerate quickly enough.
Or inflammable. Forget which. Doesn't matter.
It's moving. It's more or less the same spot. Ow. So, interestingly, with the pressure mob... Okay. I mean, I don't think we can charge it. I don't think we can charge it to get our shields back, so that is a thing. We could Unity to heal ourselves up a bit here. That's probably worth doing. It will, with those acid attacks, it will actually destroy some cover. Notably, it will destroy any metal cover. It will not destroy any like concrete stone cover, and that's why I'm deliberately trying to have us stationed here in front of this. It keeps on getting me whenever it's attacking us from these weird angles where it doesn't look like it should be able to hit us like that. I mean, if you guys could, like, you know, still hit it from that angle and rather than hit the wall directly in front of us, that would be ideal. Love for us to, you know, like, get our shields or health back. Ooh, I think we got our shields back right as that happened. I think one thing about the pressure mob is that its attacks actually take longer to recover from than other enemies' attacks. That acid.
Deploying incineration tech.
And so that is why it's taken us a particularly long time here to get our shields back. I would like to be shooting at it, of course, but... Let's see, do we have a source of ammo clips anywhere nearby? Because we might be running low pretty soon in the Matic. Oh, there's one right in front of us. Okay, yes,
Deploying
that's great.
incineration tech.
So this is where it keeps on hitting us from. Where I think that it doesn't have the angle on us, except it does. Yep. Yep. And it is almost down here. We still have a couple minutes, a little less than a couple minutes to take it out. But I think we're making decent progress. As big AoEs go. Oh, it's so close! Minute and a half.
Wish I was standing downwind.
But there it is. Mission accomplished. Pressure mob destroyed. As I was saying, you can either last for 5 minutes or you can kill it. Either way works, but we had to go for the kill, right?
I want more.
Oh,
You live.
we've got
You
visitors.
brought down the Thresher Maw. No one has done that in generations. Word not Rex was the last. My Krant gave me strength beyond my genes, which are damn good. True, your alien found weakness in some of my Krant. I wonder, you say you are pure. Okir constructed you? No alien meddling?
Supposedly he is the ultimate Krogan, the perfect Krogan, which, you know, may or may not mean that he is objectively better than you.
The best Krogan traits are distilled into Grunt. He's designed to be perfect.
Being designed is the problem, but not made by aliens. And he is truly powerful. That is a tolerable loophole. A what? A reason to accept you. You are a mistake, but your potential could tip the current balance of the clans.
You spit on my father's name, on Shepard's name, but now you stop ranting because I'm strong.
With restrictions, you could not breathe
Oh.
or serve on an alien ship.
You brought friends.
But you'd be clan in name.
You just want him as a trophy.
You talk like he's a thing. You're after his power. You don't really want him in your clan.
Of course not. I didn't really want to cooperate with Clan Erdnot either, but I had to.
Gatatog is on the verge, either of greatness or of joining the dust. I get traditional support if I fight you, and reformer support if I back you. Your rite of passage tipped that balance too.
Alright. So, he's trying to say that, hey, come join Clan Gatatog, which is not the same clan that we are currently doing this trial to join. He's basically trying to steal Grunt for his own clan, as we were saying, for the glory, now that, Grunt has destroyed this Thresher Maw. You know, he's, perhaps going to get quite a bit of praise for that, and Gatatog Unbank would like that for Clan Gatatog, not Clan Erdnot. But, okay, I mean, at the end of the day, it is your call, Grunt.
It's your choice, Grunt. Sounds like an easy job.
That's the problem. I'm pure Krogan. Ulvik, you were the pretender.
Your
Cool.
head is valuable, whether you're alive or dead.
Just try to take it.
Bring it on! Also, let's run for cover.
We've been spotted.
Oh, we got a bunch of Renegade points then, actually. I'm not sure what that's from. I'm not sure what the Renegade points came from, but we have Gatatog Unvenk, which of course is the leader of this group, and he has some warriors as well. How many exactly? It's a little hard to tell from here, but looking at our mini-map in the bottom right corner, looks like it's the leader plus 4 others. So, yes, the Thresher Maw was tough for its own reasons. One big, strong enemy, but we've got 4 big, strong enemies here. And, let's see, I mean, we are kind of cornered at the moment, so I don't particularly love that, but we could, let's see, while they're clustered like this, can we get off a, oh no, it's a barrier, not a shield, I was gonna say, or not an armor, I was gonna say, could potentially go with the Incineration Blast. I mean, is there another Krogan next to this guy? I mean, I think we still do that. I think we take cover here. You guys also take cover, and we should really be prioritizing this dude.
Enemy charge!
Yes, that is correct. Uh-oh. Please take cover. Also, there may be another Krogan charging us from that side. Okay, this guy is down to health. That's important, because that now means that we can use other... Oh, Morton is dead. Wow. Okay, I mean, we did kind of just feed Morton to this warrior. We did kind of leave him for dead there. And we may be soon to join him if we don't get rid of this warrior who is rushing us down here. So I think let's have Grunt incapacitate this warrior, at least momentarily. Meanwhile, we will take a few shots at this guy so that we can, I think, pull him. Now, please take cover, Shepard. Please take cover, Shepard. And you did not stay down for long, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. That guy's dead. This guy is not.
Enemy charging!
Yes, that is correct. So are we. We were not fast enough with our charge, as it turns out. Now we are. Okay. Ow. Also, all of our teammates are dead. So it seems like it's time to use a meta-jail here, unless we want to take on the entirety, or at least the remaining components, of this Gatatog crew by ourselves, which is not impossible, but it's probably not a great idea. So let's do it. Let's bring them back. Key thing is, yeah, we really want to be taking these guys down, weakening them enough, yeah, before they get close. That will make it significantly easier. Key problem the first round was that we had a couple of guys attacking us simultaneously, and they were both quite close. So now we may only have 2 left. Somebody had a grenade launcher, or rather a missile launcher. Yeah, now we've got the leader here, and we have one other person behind him. Let's make sure that our friends stay in cover here. Okay. I was gonna say, for a second it was not letting me move Grunt's. For a second I thought that he was perhaps actually dead. Just chilling there. I'm not sure that you really want to be there, though, Morden. You might want to fall back. Again, you know, keeping some distance between us and the Krogan is kind of important. But the leader, Unvenk, has barriers. That means that he is ours. Reeve is the only ability that specializes against barriers that we have on this team, and that was enough to get rid of his barriers in one... Oh, no. I was going to say, there's no way that was one-shotting his barriers with just that one Reeve. Let's go that. Incineration Blast. Get rid of your armor. Yeah, there's the missile. So, we can Reeve again. We should really be just Reeving Unvenk as much as possible. And let's incapacitate you, concussive shot to the extent possible, so that we can try to slow you down. Because I don't like what you're doing right now. Okay, now he's down to armor. That's actually big. Now we can incinerate him. We may use one of our crowd control biotics on this warrior. Once they get closer. Yeah, let's... or we could Reeve you? No. Don't get greedy. Let's... The pull is going to bring you closer to us, which is less than ideal. Just finish you off. If Shepard could move. If Shepard could move. Okay, he's dead. Once again, we have fed Morden to the opponent. And, which is unfortunate because he would have been very effective against Unvenk here. Did you just kill Grunt? Because I really hope you didn't.
Now you'll fry! Hold fire, Shepard!
Don't worry, I'm aiming at him, not you. Ooh, and there is our Death Plasma Shotgun. It's good. Don't forget about that.
Unvenk is meat. Let's signal at the Keystone to get out of here and leave him to rot.
Actually, no. Let's loot this real quick. I forgot there is a little bit of stuff in that area that you can only loot during that actual fight. We got part of it, but not all of it. We got half of it in that last spot there. There's a little bit of credits you can pick up. We did also get a meta gel, and we did use some, so made up for it a bit there, but we missed out on a tiny bit at the very end. I forgot. It's the last second.
The rite of passage, earning the honor of clan and name. Many survive, but it has been years since a Thresher Maw fell. Your names shall live in glory.
Nice.
Grunt, you are Urdnot. We now own property. Join the army and apply to serve under a battle master.
Shepard is my battle master. He has no match.
Oh, thanks, Grunt.
Understood. Congratulations, Urdnot Grunt. Accept this token from Fortak. His weapons are the finest we have.
All right. I mean, does he get a new special name now that he's completed that?
What were you called before you became shaman?
Oh,
I
the shaman.
gave up my name when I became the shaman. I am a conduit for the rage and bloodlust of my people. It would be wrong to retain my old identity. My life belongs to the clan.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, can you tell us more about Tuchanka history? I don't think we got the chance to ask you about these things previously.
I want to know about Tuchanka's past.
I do.
Tuchanka is a place of great gifts. It kills the weak, torments the slow, and destroys the stupid. Survival is an honor, and here, Krogan thrive. We cover this planet with our civilization, only to burn it to the ground a dozen times over. Each time, we grow stronger. When we are wise and powerful enough, we will tame the planet forever.
The destruction was a good thing? Sure about that?
I've never heard anyone say that wiping out their own civilization was a good thing.
I'd have thought you, of all aliens, would understand, Shepard. The Krogan empires and clans of the past were glorious, built in great battles and conquests, but their cores were weak. How else could they have fallen? When Krogan civilization achieves its apex, there will be no stopping it. No stopping us.
See, but like, the way you phrase that, it's a little concerning. Given the whole Krogan rebellions thing, where you guys nearly took over the entire galaxy and then Solarians and Turians had to develop and deploy a bioweapon just to prevent you from reproducing at the same rate so that you would be stopped, because otherwise you were quite literally unstoppable. Yeah, you know, like, maybe you don't make it sound like you're intending to try to do the same thing. Maybe that's Krogan tradition, though.
Tell me about Krogan rites and ceremonies.
You have seen the rite of passage. Krogan suffer the rite of life at birth, and the rite of honor when they wish to be considered for breeding. The rite of firsts is suffered before a Krogan faces a new enemy. A clan leader also undergoes many rites in service to the clan.
What about you, though, as Shaman?
What rites did you go through to become Chief Shaman?
Becoming the shaman is excruciating. I passed through rites that made me wish to die. I carry the scars on my soul. I must perform rites each dawn and dusk to keep me bound into our Krogan nature. Our spirit is one of violence and death. I must be attuned to that.
Your job is awful.
Indeed.
I don't know, it's pretty metal. It's pretty metal, if you ask me. Enough of your endless rights. It's a right for this, there's a right for that. Everything is a right. Alright. Well, let's head out.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
This looks interesting.
Alright, so that is the end of Grunt's loyalty mission there. Got 750 experience from it. That's enough for us to level up. Get a squad point out of that. And again, as we were mentioning, I think for the previous level, might have been the first time this started happening, where we are only getting 1 squad points per level, whereas it used to be 2. So Grunt has joined Clan Urnot and should be emotionally stable. We'll monitor Krogan's progress of societal acceptance with Clan Urnot. Hopefully, clan bonds will not interfere with loyalty to Shepard. Data regarding Krogan clan politics useful. Grunt power unlocked. He gains fortification, which is a brief but massive boost to his armor. Then we got a new outfit for Grunt, okay? And we got a shotgun damage upgrade just from finishing the mission. We didn't pick it up anywhere. That's what you heard Shepard saying right as we saw this page come up. Ooh, this looks interesting. So it will increase damage by 30%, improving shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns for your entire squad. And I believe we had at least one other upgrade that only becomes available once we finish this. So this is a bit of a bottleneck, so very good to take it. And we are, or at least certainly have been, primarily a shotgun-wielding Shepard. So we've been tempted by the Matic as of late, but as we saw toward the end there, I mean, get the plasma shotgun fully charged up, still deals boatloads of damage, so giving it 30% more, I'm looking forward to it. We did technically miss out on, based on how the credits found number and Cerberus funding number doesn't quite match up. As I said, there's one more dead Krogan that we missed at the end there that only shows up once you are in that last phase where you're fighting the clan Unvenk? Or no, Unvenk and clan, I forget what his clan was, Gatatog. When you're fighting Unvenk and the clan Gatatog warriors, there are 2 Krogan that only show up during that part there, and you can loot them for credits. I rushed toward one of them at the end when I realized, oh wait, I forgot, and I just killed Unvenk. So I managed to scramble to get one, and a medkit there, which gave us actually, we did need medgel, so yeah, restocked some of our medgel, but we missed out on what I think was 900 credits. It's not a huge amount, so we'll live. Then we got some platinum as well. We have leveled. And that's the shotgun damage we were talking about. We will need to research that back on the Normandy to actually confirm, I do believe. But, let's see. Excuse me? The Shaman still over here? Shaman is. Let's see if we can chat about anything else. Indeed. That we did. Of course, we saw, as we were walking around here previously, people were not very respectful of us. They were like, oh, you're a human, you're an alien, get out of here, this is Krogan territory. But after defeating that Thresher Maw on foot, which of course, back in Mass Effect 1 was an enemy that we ran into several times, but only in our Mako for the most part, unless we had a death wish and deliberately opt out of the Mako to fight it on foot. But, well...
I may be young, but I relay the wishes of the females. That's important.
Oh, okay. Sure?
I don't care who you are. The female clans don't see anyone, ever.
Okay.
Speaking for the females is an honor, even if it delays my rite of passage. Say otherwise, and I'll kill you.
Otherwise.
The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
Okay, I think that's all that dude has to say. These are the guys who wanted to pick a fight with us earlier.
Ambassador, you again. What can Clan Knockmore do for you?
See, it looks like these are the same questions we could ask before.
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
Okay, so let's head down.
Then let's end. You hear that the tank bred and the human killed the Thresher Maw? Everybody's heard. Hasn't been done since Rex himself.
Everybody's heard. It's common knowledge, man. That's so yesterday. Anyone else? Eh? Eh? Now that is what those guys usually talk about. Let's chat with Rex, see if he has anything new to say to us. Of course, people are saying he was the last one to kill Thresher Maw for his rite of passage, so he might have something to say for that reason.
You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the Rite. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me. You are Erdnot Grunt. Welcome.
There we go. Mission accomplished. I mean, technically we already got the mission accomplished screen, but there's the full honor bestowed directly from the leader of Clan Erdnot, so I think that is the icing on the cake for sure. I think that is it in terms of other things we can do
I need
here
to go.
with
We'll go
Rex.
over this another time.
Hunt well, Shepard.
So, now what I think we ought to do is, as I was saying, we deliberately did not buy anything from all the shopkeepers here. And the reason for that was that,
Thresher Maw. Impressive.
thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. The reason why I deliberately did not buy anything from the shopkeepers here initially is because some of the quests that we have done actually give you discounts at those stores. So we got one for, is it the Missing Scout, was it? Or no, actually, Killing Pyjex, I think, gave us a discount for one of them. And then also Killing the Thresher Maw. Forget if it's just completing Grunt's loyalty mission, or if you specifically need to do it by killing the Thresher Maw in order to get a discount. One of them is at one of the stores, the other discount is at the other store. I think this one gets a discount from the Pyjax, and then the other one gets a discount from the Thresher Maw. So, I mean, we have armor here, which, just take a quick look, I think we were checking this previously, but, I mean, shields is not bad. We are generally looking to use our armor to increase our defenses here. Negotiation bonus is interesting, because that is something that is a little unusual to come across. For the most part, I think we're doing okay on that front, though, because we've been pretty good about going more or less pure Paragon, which should help us a lot with those charm checks. And then we took the passive bonus to increase our Paragon point generation, so we should be fine there. Then, I mean, yeah, it's more so like the health, the shields, and shields that are potentially interesting because, given how we can get our shields back whenever we use our biotic charge, it is a nice combo. If you have more shields and you can get those shields back more quickly, then that makes us significantly tankier. So we would consider that, I think, but as I was saying before, I think we're going to try to be picky when it comes to what armor we buy, because we, in theory, don't have enough money to buy absolutely everything in the game, even if we play perfectly, and obviously we just missed out on a little bit of credits in that previous mission. So I think maybe we'll take the Phalanx Heavy Pistol and leave it at that. It's a highly accurate and lethal sidearm, effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers, upgrades the Predator heavy pistol. The M5 Phalanx is the product of the Alliance Offensive Handgun Project that developed a close-in weapon to be used on armored or shielded targets with no loss of stopping power in comparison to the soldier's assault rifle. Phalanx enjoys a ballistics advantage even over most hand cannons, and features an integral laser sight that is highly visible even in bright light conditions. Civilian variants are often purchased by colonists on planets that have particularly dangerous big game animals. So, we at the moment just have 2 heavy pistols. We have the Predator, which is the starting pistol, which is not very good. We have the Carnifex, which we got very early after recruiting Morden, and that's really solid. So, not really sure, to be honest with you, to what extent we would actually deliberately pick the Phalanx over the Carnifex. The Carnifex may just be the preferred heavy pistol no matter what, but let's pick it up here because I think it would at least be interesting to have that option on hand, and we can test that a little bit if we'd like to. And, whereas the armor, as I was saying, is something where I think that's more so, well, if we do have enough money when we've bought everything else that we really want to get, then we'll just decide what is the best defensive armor for us. Again, I think defense is probably what we're going to prioritize, and then just go for that rather than buying absolutely every armor that there is and potentially overspending. Alright, so that means that I think that is the only thing we want here. There is the other shop.
You don't want anything I sell, human. It'll tear your insides like you swallowed knives.
I mean, you say that right after I bought something from you? Also, you have consistently been the nicest person to us here, and suddenly, after we buy something from you, give you business, you're like, oh, human, you don't want to be here. Oh, thanks.
This Baron can track you anywhere on the planet.
Okay.
Killed that Thresher mob on foot?
Indeed. Indeed. Get at us. Alright, now so that previous shop, I believe, is the one that you get the discount from by completing the Pyjack quest, whereas this one, I believe, is the one that we get the discount from for having defeated the Thresher Maw.
As I understand it, Clan Erdnot has a new member. So, you're our new warrior. The shaman gave you the customary upgrades, I assume. He's fast to pass up my work as his reward. Use them well. The Lord High Researcher for Clan Erdnot has no time to make replacements. But perhaps I can offer a discount.
And there it is. What is his title? Oh, we've probably asked about this stuff already, but I don't remember what.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to be a scientist.
It's a doctor?
Design
Something?
weapons. Now my genius is wasted on frivolous things. Things that don't explode.
Frivolous, of course.
My predecessor
They don't explode.
said no one would understand the true worth of my work. As I pulled my blade from his chest, I knew he was telling the truth.
Oh. So then you killed him. You killed your predecessors. Lovely.
Not exactly what I would call effective academic peer review.
I don't care what you'd call it. We value the will to use what we create, not just the ability to create it. We don't count success until the ground shakes in response.
And what are you researching now? Again, we may have asked them about this previously, but I don't remember.
You must be working on something important.
I was building the biggest, best offensive ordnance yet. A real ground pounder. But the new clan leader wastes my time with frivolous research. Crop genetics, medicinal improvements. We can buy that stuff from the Solarians.
Ah, yes, I do remember this. Okay.
Solarians created genophage, I've heard. Still trust them with medicines and agriculture?
Yeah, what else can the Solarians do to us at this point? It's not like they can make us even more infertile. Actually, wait, forget I said anything.
And yes, I think we even had Morden with us during this conversation previously, and in fact, that is exactly what Morden did to all of the Krogan. So, well, let's just say, let's keep that one to ourselves, otherwise we are not coming out of here alive. So, alright. I think I assume then we also asked you about, Rex already.
Yes, move along.
But we do have the discount now. So now we buy the stuff here for the assault rifle, biotic damage, heavy pistol damage, shotgun damage, all this stuff. Really good. It is on the expensive side though. So we may need to prioritize a bit here. I think we'd like to do biotic damage.
Now what's this?
we'd like to do shotgun damage. And then take your pick between heavy pistol and assault rifle damage. I think we go assault rifle damage. Heavy pistol, I mean, would be good in some cases. Where, in particular, when we're using squad mates that only have access to heavy pistols and SMGs. But since we now have an assault rifle and we are pretty fond of it, then getting 50% extra assault rifle damage would be pretty nice addition. Pretty nice addition to the Matic. We are now apparently a weapon specialist because we have, I believe, yes, now acquired all of the damage upgrades for the assault rifle. And biotic amp as well. So, we could ever get out of here. There's the exit. We will eventually want to come back here to, ideally, purchase that heavy pistol upgrade, because that is good. That is the kind of thing that we'd like to prioritize over the armor and other more minor things. But I think for the moment, we are done here in Tuchanka. At least until we get some more monies.
Clan Erdnot has increased his strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. In addition, killing the Thresher Maw has produced several
Oh, no! It cut it off! Ah, and that was a really good line, darn it. Oh, no. Oh, I mean, you could see the subtitle. But it was a really good one. Basically, in case you missed it, but, you know, go back, pause it, read it. Killing the Thresher Maw as, means we have received some mating requests for I believe, both Grunt and Shepard.
I have work for you if you want it, or not Grunt. Just set the human aside and we can talk.
Yeah, see, now that Grunt is suddenly a part of Clan Erdnot, you're interested, and, well, we supported Grunt from the beginning, when you did not, so Grunt is better than that, and you don't deserve him. Alright, anything, Kelly?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
We have a new message. Let's check it out. Well, obviously, now Grunt has become loyal, which means he now has access to Fortification, which is an ability that will increase his defenses, as you can probably guess. Then, in terms of unread messages, back from Female Camp, from Erdnot Darg. Dear Human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Waylock camp. That is, the person who, yes, was collapsed, or sort of, on the ground, really woozy, out of it, and said that they wanted to stay there and continue to get tested upon by, with these crazy experiments that Malin was doing, because Malin and his group had said that, you know, they were doing tests to try to overcome the genophage, and so they're like, oh, come on, man, you're gonna help us save the Krogan, but kinda, sorta, but not really. So we did bring him back, or at least we convinced him to head back over to camp. So, thanks. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Glad that that's your way of thanking us. Okay, unless I go into Blood Rage or something. Oh. Okay. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the Blood Pack before this happened. I think I'm going to stay here instead. Nice. Maybe that means we won't end up fighting you and killing you at some point. So that's probably a good thing. That was Erdnot Darg, Scout 2nd Class. Alright. So we also picked up all those upgrades. So we may, I believe, still need to actually spend some resources to get some of those. So before we do that, let's just chat with Joker, see if there's anything to say after that mission.
You know, Commander, I'm not real broke up that Rex isn't coming. I'm good with our current amount of headbutting. I'd say we're at headbutting capacity.
Alright, if you say so,
That's it for me.
Joker.
See you, Commander.
Apparently, headbutting capacity is precisely 1 Krogan. At least according to Joker. I don't know. Does that mean there's no headbutting allowed for anyone else? Grunt alone meets the entire headbutting quota. Alright, let's take a look at weapon upgrades. Yes, we can do shotgun damage, and 40% shotgun damage would be pretty sweet. Cost platinum, we got plenty of it, no worries. So, once upon a time, the shotgun was definitely our primary weapon. Now that we've acquired the Matic, we've been using that a lot, but I still think we might have more damage with the plasma shotgun, to tell you the truth. And getting extra rounds on it could be very helpful. I mean, now that we have an additional weapon, it's not as desperate, but, I mean, at least at the moment, the plasma shotgun has, I believe it's 15 ammo, and if we charge up the shots rather than just firing them directly, they take 2 ammo per shot, which means that we have, at most, 8 shots. Yeah, it does let you charge up that final one, even when you only have 1 ammo. So yeah, like, only being able to shoot 8 times before you need to pick up additional ammo, that's not good. You know, oftentimes we can deal a ton of damage with just 1 shot, but even then, you know, when you have a prolonged fight, we've gotten in trouble on a few occasions, so let's definitely do that. Let's definitely increase the ammo. Then, okay, we have sniper rifle headshot damage, but we need other sniper rifle damage upgrade before we can do that, and also we don't have access to sniper rifles ourselves, so snipers are probably our lowest priority when it comes to the upgrades for those. Then, prototypes. Let's see, is there anything else here at the moment we're looking to do? Again, retrain powers. We'll continue to think about it. We could very well look to do that very soon. Ship enhancements we're definitely going to want to do quite soon as well. There are some important ones. We haven't done any of them yet, but there are some very important ones that we will definitely need to do later on. Then, as for whether other people have things to say after we finished our mission there, well, let's see. I mean, for the most part, I think it's, again, going to be people that we've already finished loyalty missions on. Otherwise, they're just going to say, Shepard, please do my loyalty mission, and that's about it.
Shepard, how can I help?
So, Morden, you have anything new for us?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough.
Oh.
Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm interested.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
So, I think we heard about this in Mass Effect 1, that when people get indoctrinated, they lose their... I mean, obviously, they get controlled by the Reapers, and that influence gets stronger over time, but they also lose their mental capabilities. They get dumber, basically. And so, the Reapers, apparently, with the Protheans, before completing the transformation into the Collectors, they compensated for the intelligence that they lost by getting indoctrinated, by using technology to give them sensory inputs and stuff like that, which I guess somehow compensates for it. Is it possible to undo what the Reapers have done? Is it possible to bring back the Protheans?
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No honor,
Yeah.
culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
Okay, I mean, interesting to hear that that's how it played out, but yeah, I mean, it does sound as if they've replaced all the key organs there. So, yeah, what was your motivation to investigate in this level of detail?
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
Awesome. That's what we love to hear. Yeah, it does seem as if there was a hint of dissatisfaction with how the Reapers had changed the Protheans to turn them into the Collectors, and it's I don't know, I mean, we sort of, ourselves, as Shepard, implied that perhaps there was a way that we could have tried to change them back into the Protheans and save them, but as, of course, Morton just said, no, absolutely not.
What is it about the Collector's modification that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
Was it your fault, though?
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians
I don't know. We talking about the same
Krogan
Krogan?
culture used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
I mean, you did sterilize them, but I feel like that's just taking shots at Morton, which is not really what we're trying to do here. Interestingly, it seems like more than anything, you took issue with how the Collectors lost all the art, all the soul that might have been there when, of course, they were actually Protheans.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
Wait a second. We're not glossing over this. You said you sang?
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Well done. Well done, Morton. And of course, one of the most famous dialogues in all of the Mass Effect series. You just love to hear it. You just love to hear it. Had to hold back. I was like, oh, do I sing along to it? Do I say no? I felt like gotta experience it in its purest form, right? But oh man, it's great. It's great. And it does, of course, give so much more depth to Morton as a character, where, sure, we hear all about him as a scientist, obviously extremely smart, and has done research and experimentation to figure things out that we would never have been able to figure out without him. You know, all this stuff about how the Reapers turned the Protheans into Collectors, as we were just saying, without Morton, there's no way we would have known that. But with his scientific acumen, it becomes possible, but that's not all he does. That's not all he does. I mean, he has a very cool sense of humor. I think he has a very clever wits to him, and then, of course, as we just saw, has a bit of singing skill as well.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Oh, you got it, buddy. Alright, so, that's Morton. Certainly updates from him. Let's see, Jacob still wants us to do his loyalty mission, so I don't think we're going to get anything new from him.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you, Kelly. But, let's see, Miranda still wants us to do the loyalty mission, same with Garrus. Samara, oh, we forgot to talk to Kasumi last time after finishing, Morden's loyalty mission. So, yeah, let's definitely head down here. Samara as well. Might have new stuff, because we are done with her loyalty mission. Hey, Kasumi.
Hey, Shepard.
How's it going? Sorry, we may or may not have kinda sort of forgot about you.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal.
Yeah, I think we've heard that one.
I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship.
Yeah, I think that's some of the first stuff we were hearing from her, so perhaps she doesn't have anything new to say to us at the moment. Let's check in on Samara, though. We, last time, learned more about her escapades as a young Asari.
Shepard,
I thought we could chat a bit.
I would like that.
Oh.
You have been a good friend to me.
Thanks. So, here's the thing. So we've been chatting a lot with Samara, and part of that is just because she's one of the first people that we completed the loyalty mission of. And for that reason, if we would like to, we might be able to turn it into a little bit more than just being good friends. Now, of course, as of yet, we have not romanced anyone at all. None in Mass Effect 1, none in Mass Effect 2. So we are a single Shepard. So it is certainly an option in that sense as well. I mean, like, you know, we could decide Samara over someone else, but at the moment we are not taken. However, the thing is, Samara, although I do admire some of your traits. I think that you are an admirable both warrior and of course, Justicar, fighting for the code. But I think it is probably best if we remain friends.
That means a lot to me.
If we both still live when this is done, you may call upon me for aid at any time.
Oh, thank you.
I will come for you, Shepard.
Bear in mind, that is coming from someone who has said numerous times before that she is very much a lone soldier, and this is all very new to her, working on a team like this. So that's saying something coming from her. Let's see. So we talked to Kasumi, Samara. I think they're the only ones we really wanted to make a point of chatting with over here on this floor. Then if we go down to engineering, I mean, we definitely want to talk to Grunt, right? The never-ending question of, do I remember which one is Grunt, which one is Zaid? I think this is Grunt. Guessed right. Alright, Grunt, how's it going?
Not Grunt.
Not Grunt at that.
I have a clan. That makes me want to fight, not just able to. At Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
Oh. Yeah, see, the thing is, we did this to calm you down, and then we come back on the ship, and the first thing you say is that you wanted to tear out this dude's spine?
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
Alright. Well, not entirely sure what Shepard is referring to here. That we will eventually run out of enemies, and therefore, at some point, Grunt's gonna have to take a chill pill? Maybe?
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Grunt.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand.
Alright. Well, so that is the latest from Grunt. I mean, we can see if he has any more to say above and beyond that.
Just checking in. How you doing?
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
So as we were saying, of course, now Grunt joins the list of team members we have successfully completed the loyalty missions of. So, yeah, the list is getting somewhat long at this point. We certainly still have more to do, without question. But we take a peek here at our journal. We still have Tally, Garrus, Jack. We still have to recruit Thane. So, gotta do that before we can get Thane's loyalty, of course. But, Miranda and Jacob, I believe that is 6. I think there might be 12 squad members in total, based on the number of spots we see here. 1 blank one that we have, so that's 2, and then Samar's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we are exactly halfway done with our loyalty mission, so it's a good sign. We're making good progress. As for what we want to do next, of course, we could opt to recruit Thane. That is probably something we'd like to do on the soon side, so that we can get our squad up to full strength as quickly as possible, and then, of course, more loyalty missions. Those are also big. But that being said, we have done a whole lot of big mission after big mission, and you could make the case that perhaps it is time for us to slow down a little bit and just go with some more minor N7 missions to break it up a little, so that, you know, not everything is do or die. This is the most important mission that a given character has ever had us do. You know, it's my rite of passage. Things of that sort.